QQ at a whopping 0.9%. Absolutely diabolical. Subscribe! Hey guys, MrPokke here, back with another video, and we have the latest statistics from CN when it comes to the latest Memory of Chaos tier list. And without further ado, let's get into today's content. I've been kind of waiting on this for a little bit because the Aventurine boss is, one of, if not the most annoying bosses, especially if you can't get rid of his dive hitter. So I kind of want to see what the CN side is going to be cooking when it comes to the usage rate, especially for the Aventurine side, right? I am thinking, let's have some predictions. I'm thinking Yunli is probably going to be up there. I'm thinking Robin is... Okay, like support aside, I think Yunli is going to be up there. Probably top 3, if not like top 2, if not top 1. Acheron, I think she's also okay. But I'm not sure if the data is skewed towards the E2 or E6 Acheron. But I think she's okay. Firefly is also very, very good. E0 Firefly with Super Break. I think Firefly is still super good on side 1 especially. Not sure if she's insane for side 2, but for side 1 she's super good. Jingliu, okay, respectfully, I think like the 1.x DPS, Jingliu and Blade, I don't predict them doing too well. I think Dale is okay. Follow-up team with Ratio Topaz is probably getting boosted by the whole Robin debuff. So I'm thinking the top teams are probably going to be Follow-up, Firefly, Super Break, Yunli. Oh yeah, I'll say this 3. Ooh! And there it is. Coming in at the absolute highest here, it is once again Ranmei. Actually outperforming Robin. By around a 17%, 18%. Okay. So Robin adventuring Jiaoqiu at 81.6 with Firefly coming close behind at 81.3. So this is gonna be the usage, right? So for everyone that owns Ranmei, how many of them used Ranmei in Memory of Chaos, right? So this is a usage rate. Wow, Jiaoqiu is actually higher than Acheron. I'm guessing people are actually running Jiaoqiu with like Yunli or even DOT, right? Yunli is our next highest DPS, second to Super Break. Actually having a higher usage rate compared to Acheron or even Boot Hill. I'm not too surprised that Boot Hill's usage rate is kind of low because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think most people just don't know how to play Boot Hill. Myself included 1 month ago, but I've learned the ways. Of how absolutely diabolical Boot Hill can be. And in fact, he's actually very satisfying once you actually get the gist going on. But yeah, not too crazy. Robin and Yunli coming at a very close 70-ish%. Sparkle at 68.5. Huan at our second highest sustain, followed by Harmony Trailblazer, which should be in tandem with our Super Break team. I'm guessing they are going to be mostly side 1 focused. Acheron building 64.7, Boot Hill 62.5, and Gallagher at 61. Kind of what I predicted or what I was expecting. Yunli, Follow-Up, as well as Super Break. So kind of there. The regular stuff is gonna be Fu Xuan and our third sustain. Guo Wang on a 41.6, higher than our Topaz DOT. Kafka actually having a very low usage rate. Black Swan actually having a high usage rate than Kafka. I'm pretty sure this might be because people are using Black Swan for different team comps, such as Acheron, such as even Yunli, right? We could run Black Swan Yunli for the defense down and kind of stuff. We have seen it from the PP as well, so this is pretty good. Kafka is pretty much just tied to Black Swan. If you don't run Black Swan, you're probably not going to be running Kafka. Silver Wolf actually doing not too bad for 21.2%. And then we have Pella, Luocha, so Ting Yun, not too shabby. So these are going to be the high tier, I believe. And then the mid tier is going to be Bronya, Blade, Ratio, Jingliu. So kind of what I was thinking as well. Blade and Jingliu honestly not doing too crazy. And towards the latter portions is gonna be the single digit. We have Kelala, Argenti, Jingyuan, and Jade at roughly the 1 digit, 7.8%, 6.6%, 6.4%, and 6% usage rate respectively. So it is what it is. I don't think this is that crazy. Lowest usage rate kind of just rolling down a little bit here. It is gonna be Seele. I think don't really need to carry them. These are just all very niche units. Seele being the absolute lowest. I think it's just very rough for Seele dispatch, especially if you do have a crazy Seele. Then we have Japard, Bailu, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the rest of QQ at a whopping 0.9%. Absolutely diabolical. Yo, I do want to say, I have tested out running QQ inside too. I actually got a 3 cycle yesterday. Mono Quantum QQ, 3 cycles Aventurine. I am not even shitting you. QQ Sparkle Silver Fusion. It was actually kind of crazy. But I might be going back to Q, guys. Because she actually didn't fraud me yesterday when I was playing PvP off stream. And if you guys want to play PvP in Honkai Starbucks, join our Discord at discord.gg/Pokke. We are one of the only 2 servers in the entire world which hosts Honkai Starbucks PvP. So yeah, actually QQ was quite a bit of fun. She didn't fraud, so that's pretty good. Rest of the stuff, I don't really think there's too much to talk about. So this is gonna be with regards to the usage rate. But perhaps something more important is gonna be the next 2, appearance rate, which is the combined memory of chaos distribution, as well as the average cycles. So for appearance rate, it is going to be, ooh, once again, Super Break strikes again. Do. At a whopping 60% of every single memory of chaos clears are gonna be using our premium Super Break team featuring Ranmei. How many Trailblazer categories as well as Firefly, right? Yep, it is what it is. Super Break is just him. Everybody pull for Ranmei, everybody pull for Firefly, or at least people that actually care about the game. And yeah, a very, very high usage rate. So yeah, I'm not too short over here. I'm quite sure that Yunli is not here though. Yunli is actually only at 18.2. Okay, I guess it's just because not a lot of people pull her. Maybe. Yeah, even though she's like super good, I guess just not a lot of people pull for Yunli. So there's that. Sparkle and Acheron getting a 54% and 45% respectively. And then Robin at a 37.8. Why is Robin so... Because I'm pretty sure this buff is pretty good for Robin, right? Not a lot of people use Robin. I guess they just kind of all went to Super Break and Acheron. People just use Acheron for the second half. Okay, yeah, to be fair, Robin on second half is kind of annoying because you need to kind of... Because all of your follow-up units are single target, right? And then if you are dealing with adventuring dices, it can be quite annoying to kind of control the dice stage. So yeah, and then for the first half, if everybody's going to be using Firefly, then it just kind of boils down to not a lot of people are going to be using Robin. So it is kind of opportunity cost. So that's that. Adventuring Huan Fu Xuan literally back to back. So I'm not too sure. I am quite sure that Huan actually scored 0.1% lower than Adventuring. Because Huan is diabolically good side 1. Super good side 1 for Kafka side. Because when you had Huan skill, it was basically a free turn. Whenever Kafka dominated, it was legitimately a free turn. Just 0.1% losing out to Adventuring, but it is what it is. Fusion also not doing too bad. Jiaoqiu, Pella, Tingyun, and Guo Wang bringing our next highest DPS. So that's pretty good. Yunli at 18.2% and Ratio at 15.8. So that is pretty much it. The mid tier is gonna be our Topaz, Zero Wolf. So basically the DOT units. Boot Hill, not surprised, like I mentioned. I think just not enough players actually pull or rather play Boot Hill seriously. Then Jingliu, Kelala, Blade, so that's gonna be that. Jingyuan and Seele being the lowest usage rate. So I guess the disparity is, these are how many people use their units, right? And this is basically, if you own Jingyuan, do you use Jingyuan? Or if you own Seele, do you use Seele? So this is gonna be the lowest of the lowest. So Jingyuan, Seele, Japar, Bailu, Lynx, Argenti, Jade, Qingque, so all this kind of lows. Not too crazy. The most important factor of them all, the average cycle. Previously, if I'm not mistaken, the fastest average cycles, it was Robin. Oh my god. Jiaoqiu having the fastest average cycle at 5.34. I am completely flabbergasted. Sparkle actually beating Robin by a 0.04 average cycle. How the fuck is Seele in the highest, fastest clears? That is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. I am assuming she's kind of tied to Robin, right? There's just no way she's not tied to Robin. That is kind of crazy. Robin at 5.63, Seele at 5.74. The rank 1 DPS is Seele at the fastest clears. And then we have Bronya at 5.78, Acheron at 5.85, Firefly at 5.88, and Guo Wang at 5.97. Tied with Harmony Trailblazer and Ranmei at 6.01. Ranmei actually being the slowest clears out of all of the limited harmonies in this rotation. Losing to both Sparkle and Robin. That is kind of crazy. How the fuck is... Okay, I guess just... Again, okay, you know what, chat? I take it back. I think the average cycles, right? This is average cycles. It definitely got like weighed down by a unit's complexity of a kit. So Boot Hill being 6.21, I'm honestly quite shocked because Boot Hill is diabolically good side 2. He is so good that if you run in with Ranmei, as well as like Pella, you pretty much will never ever face the dice. There's just no dice for Boot Hill because the thing eventually just dies straight up. So this is probably a case if Boot Hill just goes into the dice phase. And then his performance will definitely fall by quite a big margin. So it is what it is. But yeah, let's talk about the rest. Gallagher, 6.12. Ting at 6.13. Yunli at 6.15. Topaz, 6.19. Buliu, Huan, which is gonna be our fastest sustain. Once again, Huan up top. Followed by Fuxuan, slower by 0.03. Silver Wolf actually doing not too bad. And then eventually at 6.49. Kafka at 6.57. And Pella at 6.59. A Black Swan ratio. Japard? In what world is Japard having a higher average cycle than Luocha? What the hell is... Okay, you know what? It is what it is. Jingyuan, 6.84, actually beating Jingliu and Blade. Our general Jingyuan actually beating Jingliu and Blade. Blade is actually diabolically low, by the way, for 7.12 average cycles. That is quite interesting. Followed by Luocha, Lings, and Kelala. Final tier is Bailu and Argenti. 7.75 and 7.87. Argenti being the worst or rather slowest DPS on average. And I don't believe that you can say this is a skill issue because Argenti is about as brain dead as it gets. You press your skill and you press the ultimate. That's pretty much it. It is pretty low. Or rather, it is pretty slow. My bad. It is pretty slow. So, okay, this average cycle is honestly quite shocking. I did not expect this. I did not expect Seele to have the highest or rather fastest average cycles. That is quite interesting. That is quite interesting. Yeah, so that is pretty much gonna be that for our average. Let's take a look at the changes compared to the previous. So Jiaoqiu is actually the fucking biggest change. Jiaoqiu and Yunli. Guo Wang actually getting a whopping 20.8% increase. Followed by Huan, Ting Yun, and Blade. Blade, Robin, Sparkle. And the rest of the stuff is just not too crazy. I guess the lowest we can kind of see. Biggest drop off being Harmony, Trailblazer, Silver Wolf, and Firefly. I guess it does make sense because the previous Memory of Chaos, the violent people, they were super built for Firefly. So I think it is understandable. Argenti falling off completely off a cliff. So it is what. So Himeko actually also falling off. Again, it's just super great. Himeko is just not that great. And there's just no Fire Week stages for Himeko. So it is what it is. And the rest of the stuff is also not that crazy. So yep, these are gonna be the statistics. Now perhaps we have come to the last segment. The team data. Highest usage rate for teams. The Super Breakers. As usual. 68.3%. Second highest is actually the follow-up team. With Topaz, Adventuring, Ratio, Robin. So follow-up and Super Break, they're kinda getting very popular in CN. And the third highest is actually not Yunli. It is Akron, Jiaoqiu, Adventuring, Pella. And the secondary substitute is changing out Adventuring for Fuxuan. And the third substitute is changing out Pella for Sparkle. The Akron Jiaoqiu team actually yoinking the top 3 of the top 5 stock. Yunli is actually... You know what? I think Yunli is really not too bad. She basically lost to Akron by a little bit. So Yunli is the next most popular DPS. Firefly Super Big, follow up, Akron, and then we have Yunli. After Yunli is just Akron, Yunli, Guo Wang in rank 10. At least our Guo Wang managed to secure a top 10 position, so that's pretty good. I do want to say that Huan and Adventuring, they're kind of like the highest used support so far, except for Gallagher in Super Break. So that is going to be that for usage rate. Appearance rate wise, holy fucking shit. A whopping almost 50% of the entire Memory of Chaos team use Super Break. Everyone else just pales in comparison. We have 7.1% for follow-up, 4.7% for Akron, 4.4% for another Akron, and then this is going to be Guo Wang actually having top 5 in appearance rate. So that is pretty cool. And then just Akron, and then this is going to be Yunli. Boot Hill actually having a pretty decent 2.3% with a 16.9%. Running the Super Break Boot Hill plus Gallagher. Okay. Lowest usage rate, the triple DOT. Sorry, this is the lowest appearance rate, but I guess it is what it is, right? So I guess this is not too important, but I do believe this is probably the final and most important thing. The average cycles. And the team with the fastest average cycle. Holy shit. I am pretty damn sure this is an E2 Akron, rocking the Bronya Sparkle Jiaoqiu Akron, for an average of 0.27 cycles. Oh my god. Blood. People are using Robin with Sparkle Jiaoqiu Acheron for an average of 0.56. So this means that Bronya is stronger than Robin. How it feels like to spread misinformation. Okay, anyways, our third fastest team is going to be Yun Li, Sparkle, Robin, and Ting Yun. So Yun Li is actually our second fastest DPS compared to Acheron, because the top two is both Acheron, right? Yun Li is actually the second fastest DPS. And take into consideration that all these three teams, they are in the adventuring side. They are not even in the first half. They are in the adventuring side, right? 95%, 90%, and 89%. And then this is going to be Acheron, Ranmei, Jiaoqiu, and fucking Boot Hill. What in the world is going on in this team? Boot Hill, Acheron. Holy shit, fun fact. Do you guys know that Boot Hill skill, it counts as a debuff? Oh my god, it actually counts as a debuff, guys, because you do get the 15% increased damage taken, right? It does count as a debuff, so wow, the Boot Hill Acheron combination, guys, absolutely insane. So, Super Break, or rather the absolute fastest Super Break team, which is Ranmei, Firefly, Boot Hill, Harmony Trailblazer, Forsaken Gallagher, actually coming at 5th place on an average of 1.93 cycles. That being said, it is a pretty even split of 56 to 44, first and second half. So maybe there's a consideration there. And then we have a Bronya, Ranmei, Firefly, and Harmony Trailblazer at a 2.66 cycles. And the rest of the stuff just kind of falls off by quite a bit. What about the slowest team? Oh. Wait, isn't this the premier Acheron team? Isn't this this used to be the premier E0 Acheron team? Silver, Wolf, Adventuring, Acheron, and Pella. This was quite literally her best installed team for free to place. 7.77 average. Jiaoqiu is him, guys. The fucking disparity. Jiaoqiu is absolutely him. I would love to put for Jiaoqiu. Unfortunately, I already have an E6 Acheron, so he doesn't really offer a lot of value for me. But anyways, second slowest is gonna be Topaz, Ranmei, Adventuring, and Ratio. So this is what happens when you take out Robin. You fall off the fucking face of the earth. Wait, where is the follow-up team comp actually? Where is Robin and her goons? Okay, so this is Robin and her goons with Jade instead of Ratio. 3.25. The first Robin follow-up team at 3.25. This is unfortunately just not that great, I guess. Where Ranmei, Boot Hill, Harmony, MC. 40-60 split, 7.68. I think all these teams don't really have that big of a disparity, because they are all 7 cycles, right? They are all basically 7 to 8 cycles on average. Oh my god, yo, DOT, what happened? Okay, what about DOT with Huan Huan? What about DOT with Huan Huan? Let me find a DOT with Huan Huan. Oh! Yo, triple DOT with Huan Huan at 4.96. Okay, honestly, you know what? It's not that bad. Triple DOT with Huan Huan at 4.96. It's honestly not that bad. So, yeah. And then if we don't have Jiaoqiu, and what if we ran like Ranmei or some shit? Okay, I can't find it. Just way too many. So, yeah, I think that is pretty much it for the thingy. I do wonder, though, where the hell is the Seele cliffs? Breaking news. Turns out, if we were to filter by this, which is basically filtering out only Seele teams, we get this here instead. So maybe this does explain why she has the fastest clears. Wait, Seele is 0 cycling both halves, guys. First half 0 cycle, second half 0 cycle. Maybe Seele just has the highest amount of 0 cycles compared to every other DPS. There's just more 0 cycles done with Seele compared to other DPS, which will bring down the average. I take it back. Yo, bitty bros. Yo, I take it back. There's a lot of Seele mains in CN. I think this definitely explains why. Although there is like 10 cycles as well. Like, what the fuck is this team? Seele, Kelala, Huan, and Robin. Kind of diabolical, but yeah, I think this kind of answers our question. So, someone is shitting for Seele. Yo, if Billy bros watch my video, 我可以问一下，为什么希尔最快的速度平均是 what the fuck is she again？ 希尔最快的速度是平均 6.31， 他怎么可能在这里是 5.74？ 我不大了解，所以如果 B 站的朋友们可以帮我解释一下这个情况，我会非常感谢。Insane. Blame me 悟空 very fun. Alright, so with that we have kind of come to the end of this CN usage rate for our sleep Manuel Chaos 12. Word of the day is gonna be Mala. Because bro is him. We're gonna be Mala, right? So join Twitch, join YouTube, join Discord. We have currently free global shipping on exclamation gamer subs using code Pokke, as well as 25% off all subs in September at twitch.tv/MOC. Very good, very nice, right? So that's all today. All the best for your feixiao pools, all the best for your Jiaoqiu pools. I'll see you guys next time.